Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Pastor Doug here with you for another midweek moment, midweek moment, midweek moment coming to you. Isn't it cool that we can be together this way and have a few minutes of encouragement for each other as we go through our week together? Midweek moment in this hot summer month of June. Seems to me that usually the heat is in July and August, but lo, it's Indiana. What can you expect? A nice 70s and 80s and cool over the weekend. And my outdoor water aerobics class almost went inside Saturday morning because how cool it was between water temperature and air temperature early Saturday morning. How bizarre. So anyway, we're together here for our midweek moment, and I'm featuring today this is a part of my Father's Day gift. My daughter Emily and her girlfriend Liz got me one of these candy bar, bouquets. Oh, look, the little Snickers down there. Isn't that gorgeous? A Father's Day gift for my daughter Emily. Just what we need. Anyway. So I've said before in my introduction about my history, I was a sales and marketing major at IU. And then after I graduated in the mid 80s, went on to work for over 10 years in sales and marketing. I was with a company, I mentioned this before many times, Russ Berry was actually a guy's name, RUSS, well known for the Snuggle Laundry Softener Bear and the Trolls, the naked dolls with the wild hair. I sold for that company for many years, and then I switched over and I sold for a local home builder, and I was the new home consultant and sold new homes in subdivisions in the late 80s and early 90s as that was really growing here in Indianapolis. And all through my sales career, we were advised, pressured, encouraged by management to, as we drove to appointments, as we worked, to soak in as much positive attitudinal thinking, how to control your language, thoughts and words stuff we could. So we had tapes from Nightingale Conant, you can find them on the web. Earl Nightingale was one of the first ones I remember listening to. The Greatest Secret Ever Told, I believe, was the title. And there were many others across that era of time. And they're still out on social media, I'm sure, if you look. But names like Zig Ziglar, very popular author and speaker, Tom Hopkins, Brian Tracy, many other names producing these cassettes that you could listen to. And then they came around and they did tours, and I remember going to Market Square Arena to see Tom Hopkins and Zig Ziglar on sales and how to increase your sales and how to improve your attitude and your thoughts and keep all of that at the top. And I'm a big believer in our thoughts and the thinking. So I bought all that stuff, and I still from time to time will order a book that appeals to me on social media. And I did it again. I got this Best Self-Help Journal. I don't really know why I did. It's a weak moment at night. You're looking at Facebook or whatever, but some of these books I end up returning them. I mean, I don't know when a self-help journal comes in a box set with a 30-page instruction booklet on how to use it, and then the journal itself has, just all these things to make your goals come true, to make you happier, to write down, where you want to go in life. Here's how to plan your goal and how to make it happen in an outcome, how to accomplish your dreams. Let's see. Plan your goal, take consistent action, accomplish your dreams. Now, I'm not saying that's not really true. I mean, I get it, but this is probably a little more than I think I wanted in a self-help journal But my training was that I got to keep going like that. I got to keep ordering and keep committing to these things. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, because you know what, it occurred to me when this big deal arrived and self-help journal, I thought, you know what, Doug, your self-help really comes from the Lord, from Jesus, right? All of these big speakers, Tom Hopkins, Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, are all Christian men. And I remember at the end of their presentations, they would come up and say, now, if you would like to know, more about me or what it is that truly drives me, come on up. And then we would put our cards, business cards, in a hat, and we would get literature later on. And I just, all the Christians, I don't know why I was in a different mindset in my life and I kind of ignored it. But do you know the Bible has everything we need for self-help, my friends? Do you know when we think about our attitude? I mean, you can look any of these topics up in a Google search on your internet. I mean, attitude, Proverbs 3:5 is very popular. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and don't lean on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord. Romans 12, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's all right there in the Bible. It's all the self-help we need for attitude. If you're thinking about, your thoughts and what you think about, I mean, I really do believe that thoughts lead to feelings and actions come out of that. And as a man thinketh, so he is, says Proverbs. Philippians says, whatever is noble and right, pure and lovely or excellent, think about these things. Philippians 4:8. Whatever's noble or right or pure, lovely, excellent, praiseworthy, think about these things. 2 Corinthians 10:5 takes it to a higher level. Take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. Oh, really? Every thought? Every thought captive to Christ. That's a thinking book right there. I don't know if I need a billion-dollar self-help journal as much as I just need myself and my Bible, and to sit down and do that together with the scriptures, right? All of this training we had on thoughts and attitude, and also was about our words, that the way in which we talk and the words we use. Proverbs 16 says, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul. How are your gracious words, right? They're like a honeycomb. Ephesians says, don't let evil come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up. So friends, the midweek moment today is a reminder that all the self-help we may ever need is right here in Scripture. All of the topics that any of those professional speakers talked about in terms of our attitude, our mindset, the words that we use, the actions that we take, all of that internal stuff is here in Scripture. We don't need to buy a self-help journal for however much that was with all of that stuff. Now, granted, it may work for some and I may get into that, but it's initially overwhelming. What I really just want to remind myself is the Holy Bible has all I need, and it has all that you need, my friends. So let you and I commit to rereading, putting these principles into practice in our thoughts, our attitudes, and the words that we use, to be sure. And may God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. In your top 3 email, I mentioned recharging stations or charging stations at the Speedway, Get and Go, catty corner to the church. There are a set of those charging stations for the electric cars to recharge. Our recharging for you and I comes through Scripture, but it also comes through attending church. See you Sunday. Bring a friend. God be with you till we meet again. Thanks for listening to the Midweek Moment.